welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, admittedly, is a pretty bummy day. I'm just chilling in my comfy sweater. Got some sweatpants on. Sorry for flashing you my foot. It's clean, I promise. Anyways, today we are going to be talking about an essential oil that is a pretty big deal, honestly, and I'm certain all of you guys have heard of this oil at one point or another in your lifetime, and that is because it is peppermint. Peppermint is one of those oils that they consider to be pretty universal. You'll learn when you get into the, what is my hair doing? Anyways, when you get into the essential oil world, that they have 3 top oils that they say should always be in your home because they can essentially work for anything. And peppermint is one of those oils. And so today I just want to tell you guys how I use peppermint, how it's impacted my life, and kind of just how it all started for me, because this was probably one of the first oils that I ever started using, and it's what started my journey with essential oils and living a non-toxic lifestyle and trying to build my immune system and other areas of my life naturally. So when I first started using oils, like I said, peppermint was my very first one I was really applying to my life on a daily basis. And I was using it for my headaches, for sinus pressure, and for tummy problems. So the reason I was using it for all those things is because I get really bad allergies, so my sinuses just completely clog up. I get bad headaches because I have a jaw issue, and then I have a dairy allergy. And so for a very long time, I wasn't eating how I was supposed to be eating, and my stomach was just extremely sensitive, and I was trying to find a natural solution to help myself. So I started changing my diet, and I started using peppermint. And so there are several ways to use it, and I'm just going to show you guys a few. Because like I said, peppermint's pretty universal, and if you do the research on it, you'll see that there's so many other ways to use it, and this is just how I use it for my personal issues. So when I get a headache, I apply it to my temples. I just take a drop of the oil, I rub it on my fingers, and then I rub it on my temples. It's really hard though, because you don't want to get it in your eyes. It will burn your eyes if you do. And peppermint's pretty strong, so you don't need a lot of it. It's an impactful oil with just a little bit. And so that is what I do when I get headaches, and I will start noticing a difference. It will start cooling my temples, it will start cooling my head. I can already feel it. My sinuses are even starting to clear up just from doing that. So another way though to clear up your sinuses is you take a drop of it and you put it on your palm and you rub your hands together and you just inhale deeply. Sometimes if one or more side of my nose is like more congested, I'll plug the one side that's not as congested, just breathe in. Ooh, that was a strong one. Again, it's strong. You don't need a lot of it. So I just usually would do that until I feel like my sinuses are cleared up enough that it's not annoying. And I got some on my cheek. My cheek starting to get that cooling feeling. Another way you can help with both of those areas is by taking a drop of the oil and putting it on your thumb. And then you put your thumb on the roof of your mouth and you suck it. Kind of like a baby, I guess. But you You just suck your thumb for a few seconds. It doesn't take long, and you'll completely notice everything in your face and your sinuses and your head just clear up right away. And that's also good too, because peppermint has 3 main uses. It's aromatic, topical, and internal. You can digest it. And so when you put it under your thumb, you're also getting it in your system. And for me, that was always helpful, because when I would get tummy aches, I would want peppermint, and that's how I would use it. Is I would put it on the roof of my mouth, and it would get into my tummy, and my tummy would start to soothe down. And going off of that too, another way to help your tummy if you're ever having a stomach ache is you could put peppermint in tea. You could drink it just in cold water, and it's honestly a really refreshing drink. If you ever want that, you get filtered cold water. You never put oils in plastic. You always want to use glass cups, because the plastic will just absorb the oil and it's kind of pointless. You just want to stay pure, again, non-toxic as much as possible. And then you just drink it, and you're getting it in your system, and you're helping soothe your stomach by ingesting peppermint. You can also diffuse peppermint, like I said, and that's great for when you have colds or other sinus issues, because it's just, you're just breathing it in kind of like you would be breathing in, like Vicks Vapor Rub that you would like put on your chest. But you can also put peppermint on your chest too, and it does the same thing. When you're just breathing it in, you're clearing up your sinuses and breaking all that nasty stuff in your nose away so that you can breathe and you can feel better. And the last way you can use peppermint, which I don't really use it that often because I have so many other oils that are good for this use as well, but if you do have body aches or other painful areas on you, you can apply peppermint. I would apply it with the Deep Blue Rub, which is great for soothing and cooling, so you're just getting an extra dose of it when you apply the Deep Blue with the peppermint. So that's a really good way to feel better and do it naturally and non-toxically. And so that's really all I wanted to say today, is just tell you how I use peppermint and give you a little taste of what you guys can do with peppermint. And I hope that this was educational and that you guys have a good rest of your day. And I will see you some other time. So long.